Now baseball under the lights of Wrigley Field in Chicago. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. David, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Ryan Dempster is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Digging in now for San Diego, Manuel Diaz, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors if he can avoid a collapse here in the final months. It's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And one batter in, and the Cubs are going to have to handle a threat to run on the base paths.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at bat? As a leadoff hitter, you take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
Standing in now, Fernando Tatis. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Runner goes for third. In there, now the throw. It's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
Diaz, the runner at third with no outs. Swinging a ground ball to third. Ramirez scoops it up. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So striding in, Matt Antonelli. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. One out, nobody on. The 3-2 one more time. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through for a hit.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
In now, Mark McGuire. Pitch outside the throw. He's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he's in safely at second with their third swipe of the ball game, and that takes us to a look at the league leaderboard in terms of stolen bases by a team. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. Runner at second here with one man out. Runner breaks for third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So coming to the plate, Big Daddy David. And the Padres trying to make this first inning even better here. Hit down the third baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that #2 spot right now. And this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Standing in, Tony Gwynn. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Padres lead it 1-0. Cal Quantrill gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run. We may see some bunting. And we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Now batting, Alfonso Soriano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out. A lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average. And that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
At the plate, Omar Garciaparra, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit sharply on the ground. Diaz ranges to his right. And that's the second out.
Batting third, right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Stepping in, Sammy Sosa. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. Stepping up now, Matt Stairs. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. The 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Now the pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is, in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Now at the plate, Benito Santiago. Line drive to left. Williams is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Cal Quantrill. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Right side, but it's well fouled. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Padres down in order. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Derek Lee, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on B. And fellas, the one thing I'm excited about today is watching this team flash the leather. Pickett and grin. In the National League, this team has the highest fielding percentage. That screams to their pitchers taking them to some nice steak dinners on the road.
So striding forward now, Murray Ramirez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Look out, hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Billy Williams.
Into the box, Billy Williams. Hard hit ball to second. Diaz has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in, Manuel Diaz. He singled his last time up. One and two now.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Fernando Tatis.
Coming to the plate now, Fernando Tatis, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. The 1-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
breaking for third. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
Diaz at third with nobody out. And he looks at ball four now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Now the 3-0 offering. He's running. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Putting a lot of pressure on him here to start the inning. Runners on the corners, and they send the runner from first. Got in there safely, and now that takes the double play possibility away and gives them two guys in scoring position.
Strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Sharp ground ball to third. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
First baseman number 25, Mark McGuire.
Into the box now, Mark McGuire. One out and a runner on second base. Scorched to third. To his left, Ramirez. And there are two away now.
The right fielder number 31, Big Daddy David.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Big Daddy David. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Two out here and a runner at second. And he's going to make him throw him something here. 3-2 now.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Once again, a 3-2. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Another full count pitch on its way. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Williams has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Friars forced to settle for just the one. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Padres 2 and the Cubs nothing. Here's the young catcher Wilson Contreras. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Tatis takes it in. And that's the first out. And with one away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings. And you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Ryan Dempster. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. grounded to short. Tatis right there. And there's out number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in now, Ryan Sandberg. The 3-1 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he could really hurt you.
So stepping in, Alfonso Soriano, 0 for 1 here in the early going. 3-2 pitch. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 2-0. Next to the plate for the Padres, Tony Gwynn. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Count is 1-2 now. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Sosa is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys showing good but not great fastballs. 92 for one, 91 for the other. Digging in, Matt Stairs. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the 2-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Sandberg fields it cleanly, and that's the second out.
The catcher, number 9, Benito Santiago.
Striding into the box, Benito Santiago. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 2-1 pitch. Down into left center for a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1. They're up 2-0. Now at the plate, Omar Garciaparra comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ripped down the first base line. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Tatis is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Standing in, Sammy Sosa. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 1-2. Line hard, but foul. Hard liner to center field. Wynn is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Standing in now, Derek Lee. There's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Ramirez.
Into the box, Murray Ramirez, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in once again, Manuel Diaz. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Now batting.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
In now, Fernando Tatis pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
Don't want to forget about it. Diaz stands at second with no outs. Runner's on his way to third. It's strike 3 called. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So kind of a questionable time to be trying to take third, as that very easily could have been a strike him out, throw him out double play, but he is in there with 1 away. Into the box now, Matt Antonelli. Drilled down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he's safe.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Spin and a throw back to second, and he's back easily. 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Stepping in now, Mark McGuire. Pitches high. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Set. Here's the 3-1. And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. The catch will be made in front of the ivy, and now here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Ready once again. Big Daddy David is coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition. The 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. Soriano will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Padres 4 and the Cubs nothing. Ready now, Billy Williams. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Williams brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Sent on the ground out to second. Diaz comes up with it, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks some offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Stepping in, Ryan Sandberg. He drew a walk his first time up. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he got him.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Alfonso Soriano. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Into the box now for the Cubbies, Omar Garciaparra, and he does so with 2 gone in the inning, but with the bases loaded. Flying toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. 1 run scored. 2 runs have scored. Throw won't get him.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you'd think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
In now, Sammy Sosa, and this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. The 2-1 home is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, number 10 for him on the year. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Into the box now, Derek Lee. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. 5 innings complete. The Cubbies are in front 5-4. Chet Steadman will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 32, Chet Steadman.
So digging in now, Tony Gwynn. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Now the 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. Soriano has a beat on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Padres, left fielder, Matt Stairs.
Stepping into the box, Matt Stairs. The 1-1. Line towards center field. Soriano is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Standing in now, Benito Santiago. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sosa on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Now at the plate, Amuri Ramirez. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Hot shot down the line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Diaz over to his left. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Billy Williams.
Now in the box, Billy Williams. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Wynn is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Contreras.
So now with 2 out and the bases empty is Wilson Contreras. Just a bit low, ball 3.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Two out, nobody on. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. David has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Gary Templeton will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 1, Gary Templeton.
Popped him up. Stedman shading to his right, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Manuel Diaz. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. The 3-1. Line drive to center field. Soriano is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box, Fernando Tatis. Popped high in the air. Contreras moving to his left, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. The Cubs are on top, 5-4. Jeff Beliveau gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Jeff Beliveau.
Ron Santos is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. seared down the first baseline. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Stepping in now, Ryan Sandberg.
2 balls, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Ripped down the first base line. Ready with another 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Center fielder, number 12, Alfonso Soriano.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Alfonso Soriano. Into the corner and slicing foul. Santos takes his lead at third with 1 away. Still even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Now another 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Hit in the air out toward left. Stairs is there. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
Into the box now, Omar Garciaparra. Bullet back up the middle. Gwynn is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Padres 4. Lee Smith has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 48, Lee Smith.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Antonelli. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of blue.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. That's off to that one.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
In now, Mark McGuire. Popped up. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow.
The right fielder, number 31.
That ball wasn't actually smoked, more of a soft line drive, but a nice diving catch by the infielder right there, showing a lot of range.
At the plate, Big Daddy David. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Sandberg is up with it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Cubs lead this one 6-4. Ready to take his axe again, Sammy Sosa, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2. The 2-2. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate. And the count holds at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air to center. Gwynn has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Derek Lee.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Derek Lee, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Here it is, the 3-0. It is taken, strike 1. The 3-1. Hits this one hard the other way. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and he'll make you pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and guaranteed fastball, let it eat.
Standing in now, Murray Ramirez. Chopped back to the mound. Can they turn it? Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Billy.
So in now for Chicago, Billy Williams. He flew out in his last at bat. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Lee at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They're up 6-4. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Luke Farrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 59, Luke Farrell. Now playing left field and batting in the 8th spot, number 8.
Striding in to start the 9th, Tony Gwynn, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Sandberg ranges to his left. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Left fielder, Matt Stairs.
Now at the plate, Matt Stairs. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
1-2.
Bases are empty. One man out. The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Sandberg gonna have to hurry on to first, and they're an out away. Two gone here in the ninth.
Benito Santiago.
Now to the plate, Benito Santiago. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. The 2-1. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,118 on their feet here at Wrigley. Hard hit at third. Ramirez loves it. Throw on the first would be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Cubbies seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Ryan Dempster earns his 8th victory of the season. Luke Farrell hammers down the save, his 25th of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.